So Thanksgiving is exactly 1 week from today. That's so crazy. I can't believe that it's already Thanksgiving. I actually have a challenge for you guys. So here's the challenge. More fruits and veggies. That's super easy, right? But my challenge to you is to add healthy side dishes to your Thanksgiving dinner. And I know what you're saying. You're thinking, oh my gosh, Thanksgiving is already an expense. It's already a ton of work to get everything together. I already have all these dishes, but I have for you 5 recipes that are super simple, they are budget friendly, and they are super delicious, okay? I use seasonal produce. I also have some Thanksgiving classics. So these foods are not only going to be super yummy, but they are going to nourish your body. So just a warning, the portion sizes that I'm making in this video are a little bit smaller than what I would make for Thanksgiving dinner, but I'll kind of explain that in the video. The only people that are going to be eating this food that I'm cooking for the demos are me and my fiance. Let's get cooking. I know you're going to love all of these recipes and want to try them all. Or at least one. Just try one. That's your challenge. Try one. Add something healthy to that Thanksgiving dinner. Let's get into the video. Let's get cooking. So, if you are still buying cranberry sauce in a can, you absolutely have to stop because making it yourself is way too easy. The sauce that I made is jazzed up with orange, but you can even leave that out. Just make sure that you add a full cup of water. The first thing that I did was to zest and juice my orange. Then I just add all of my ingredients into the pot. That's 3/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed orange juice, 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of organic maple syrup, my orange zest, and 12 ounces of rinsed fresh cranberries. I just brought this mixture to a boil and then turned it down to a simmer for about 15 minutes. For even added convenience, you can make this ahead of time and even freeze it if you like. This next dish is my green beans and beets, and I think they turned out so pretty. To make this, start with cooking your beets. For the full recipe, you'll need 2 large beets. To make this recipe even easier, you can also buy pre-cooked beets like the Love Beets. I usually buy these at Costco. But it would definitely cut down your prep time by about 75%. Next, I move on to my green beans, and the full recipe will use about 16 ounces. After trimming the ends, I cut them into about 1 inch to 2 inch pieces. As you can tell, I really don't care about uniformity. Next, I warm my pan with coconut oil and saute the green beans for about 6 minutes or until tender, seasoning with salt and pepper. If using the Love Beets or the ones that you cooked ahead of time, I would also add them to the pan to warm when the green beans were almost finished cooking. Then I choose a cute platter and plate everything up. I just add my toppings, 1/3 cup of slivered almonds and 1/3 cup of feta cheese, and then to finish, just drizzle with balsamic vinaigrette. These green beans and beets are so delicious and they turned out so cute. Plus, I also think they would be super tasty as a cold salad. Honey maple carrots is my next dish, and not only is it super simple to make, but it will please any picky eater. I'm using these multicolored carrots that we got from Trader Joe's, but all orange carrots would turn out just as beautiful. After peeling them, I remove the ends and cut the carrots diagonally. I like the rusticness of them being different shapes, but just make sure they are about the same size so that they cook evenly. Remember, I am making a smaller portion here, but the full recipe calls for 2 pounds of carrots, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of local honey, 1 tablespoon of organic maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of thyme, and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, plus salt and pepper to taste. I cooked my carrots at 425 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes, stirring once midway through. Now for probably my simplest recipe, crock pot herb mushrooms. I start with my olive oil basil ice cubes, which is how I store some of my herbs, but you can also just use 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil and 1 teaspoon of dried basil. Next, I add 4 cloves of chopped garlic, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, 2 bay leaves, a pinch of red pepper flakes, salt and pepper to taste, 1 1/4 cup organic vegetable stock, and then of course my mushrooms. I cooked this for 2 hours on high, but you could also do 3 to 4 hours on low. And that's it. You just put it in the pot and let it cook. And oh my goodness, these will smell amazing and taste just as good. My final healthy side dish is my sweet potatoes. Again, this recipe I am making on a smaller scale for just me and my honey, but for Thanksgiving, I would probably use 4 to 5 potatoes. So after the sweet potatoes are cooked, I bake them in the oven at 450 degrees for about 45 minutes. I let them cool just a little and then the skin comes right off. Next, mash them up. For seasonings, I will challenge you to do this to taste. For my 2 potatoes, I used 1 tablespoon of maple syrup and about a teaspoon of cinnamon. I thought this tasted good, so I spread this in my dish. And then just topped it with chopped pecans. You can either bake this immediately or make it ahead of time and stick it in the fridge. When I was ready to eat, I cooked it for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video. It was super fun to make, and it was even more fun tasting all the food. Be sure and comment down below and let me know which recipe was your favorite and which one you are going to be adding to that Thanksgiving dinner. And also subscribe because I have lots more awesome videos coming. And most importantly, happy Thanksgiving, y'all.